Alright, welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations. Last time, there was a murder in Edgeworth's office. And we're trying to figure out what's going on, because that's just rude, man. Why are you gonna murder in my office? Edgeworth already gets mixed up in murders all the time. I mean, it's kind of his job, because he's a prosecutor, but more like the one time that there was a dead guy in the trunk of his car, and they tried to frame him for it. Because, you know, that's just how it went in a case a time ago. Anyway, enough about that. Let's get back into it and see what we can find on this crime scene. We haven't tried talking to Gumshoe yet, so let's give that a go. See what you have to say. You called, sir? Oh, actually... No, I mean, I'm already here, so I might as well do it. Notice anything? Is there anything you noticed that you'd like to share, Detective Gumshoe? Just that as soon as I rushed over here, I rushed over here as soon as I heard there was a murder in your office, sir. The investigation just got started, so I guess there's not much else to say. So, were you the one that found the body, Mr. Edgeworth? Unfortunately, upon my return, I found my office door to be unlocked. What awaited me inside was this whole messy affair. Ouch, that's rough. Even though I left the security of this room to a certain detective. Sorry, sir. Poor Gumshoe. About investigating. I assume you understand how investigation is, Detective Gumshoe. Of course, sir. It's everything by tapping them or touching the examine button. Touching various things, we gather evidence and information. You can see the evidence we collected by touching the organizer button. Information leads is the logic button. That's it. Great job, sir. Deductive reasonable is the way to go. It's called deductive reasoning, detective. Clearly something you lack. Ooh, that hurts a little. Maybe he's just bad with words, Edgeworth. Maybe he's just bad with words. I don't know. I think we picked up a good few leads. Oh, so now you're gonna do that thing with all the information, right? What are you babbling about? That brainy thing you were talking about just a few minutes ago, sir. Logic. You said that you can look at all your leads and info by touching the logic button. And you picked the pieces you want to connect by touching them and hitting connect. That's your way of investigating, right, sir? Yes, this is why this exercise in explaining my own method to me was unnecessary. Yes, and how about I explain my logic to you next? That's even more unnecessary. Okay. Anyway, clearly, logic is what we need to do. Okay, what do we have? The killer's goal, signs of a struggle, revolver. Okay, well, it follows that he was a detective, so the revolver was his, because it's carried by detectives. So, that logic makes sense to me. Let's see. Yeah. The revolver, the standard model used by detectives. Could it belong to our recently departed? Detective Gumshoe, could you please thoroughly check the victim's body one more time? Yes, sir. At it now, sir. Excuse me, pal. Let's see what we got here. Mr. Edgeworth, sir, the guy's wearing a gun holster. So it appears like someone's going to take the victim's gun from him. And we put it in, and we got it. Okay, cool. Let's see what else we can find about this revolver. Oh, hey, look at this. We can have a good look at it. So we say you gotta look at each. You gotta look very carefully at each piece of evidence. Use a scroll wheel to rotate an object. There's no such thing as a bad angle. Use a slide bar, the buttons to look at it. Alright, I got it. Look at the trigger. I think it's so easy to take a life with just the pull of a trigger. You're a kid, I see myself really lacking guns. Oh, but I love the ones that use a track and field meets to start races. Take out before it's fired, everyone ends up following your lead. Chase you down for a false start, detective. Don't you mention, you and I finished first. I always wind up in last place. He doesn't know how races work, I guess. Anyway, let's get the chamber. Looks only one round was fired from this. Wow, so the killer killed the Vic with just one shot after wresting his own gun from him? Sounds like the guy knew how to handle a gun, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? There's no proof for now, but that is a distinct possibility. This is all we're gonna find out. Send the body to, Jim! Oh. Oh, why? How could this happen to a guy like you? Are you alright? Don't touch me! Leave me alone! Just let me be! Sorry, but I can't do that. Investigation is still ongoing, so please refrain from touching the body. The body? The body? Don't talk about him like just got some lump of flesh! Look at him! Jim looks like he's just started for the night. Sure, just a blood-stained suit, pal. Where are my manners? Aren't you that prosecutor? Why, yes I am! Jacques Portman, prosecutor. Jim here is my partner in crime busting. I'm Miles Edgeworth, and like you, I'm also a prosecutor. Detective Drift Gumshoe, sir. So you're Miles Edgeworth. I guess it's your office. Yes, that is correct. Then it was you! You're the one who killed Jim! Hey, don't go around jumping to conclusions, pal. Let's just calm down, okay? I will not! I know how things work around here. And he's turning a little French, and that's entirely unattended. I'm just kind of going with it, I guess. High prosecutors' offices doors have locks built into them. Not only the owner of the office has the key to his own door. That is correct. However, I was not the one who killed your partner. Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth has been overseas on a business trip this whole time, pal. And the key to the door was with me the entire time, okay? The only one who could have get in here was me. Ho 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 ho. Wait, that means... I'm not sure what that means. It was you then. You were Jim's killer. No way, pal, you got it all wrong. Everyone calm down. Mr. Portsman, correct? You're a real prosecutor, you know how to stay collected. The investigation only just begun. Isn't too early to be drawing conclusions. Alright, I get the point. You're right, my mistake. Can be a little too hot-headed sometimes. You're sure one cool customer though, Mr. Edgeworth. I read all of the rumors about you. You're the great genius prosecutor. You're something of a legend, you know. Anyway, let's call it truth and work together, okay? Now how about a handshake to seal the deal? No. A pleasure to work with you. Yeah, no. No handshakes. You guys are touching your investigation, right? Sorry I didn't barge in like that. Carry on then. It's your room after all. Thank you, I intend to. I just want a little more time to say goodbye to Jim. You there! Sir? Okay. When you catch this scene on film for me, my final forward to my partner, Jim. You know, that's probably not okay, but, whatever. I should probably give them some space. Yeah, I will. That was the wrong button. No, I don't need to talk to you, Gumshoe. Not right now. Hey, what's up? Do you have anything new, guy? Nope. Anyway, I can finally examine this thing, now that the other guy's not here. Ah, your jacket, sir! What's it doing on the floor? It was falling off the wall when the killer tried to threaten me by firing around. So the killer not only shot the victim, but also shot your jacket as well? I dare to shoot the also special jacket you made your prosecutorial debut in? What if they had shot through it? It would have been a disaster. It's not worth getting worked up over, Detective. Now there's something more here. Huh? Like what? Take you haven't noticed it yet, Detective. There's a giant contradiction right here in front of us. Really? Did I say contradiction? He must be running off on me. I'm starting to sound like him. But in my own methods, I will conduct the investigation my way. It seemed before we contradicts a piece of evidence, or seems off. That's when my deductive skills come into play. First, I have to find the spot that holds the contradiction. It's the bullet hole. This is it, the bullet hole is where the contradiction lies. When I spot something that's off, I should touch the deduce button with conviction. With conviction! When I found this mission proof to prove the contradiction, I present it! This is how I do things. This is how everybody does things. Anyway, yes, there was only one shot fire from this gun, and yet there's another bullet hole over here. So what gives? Yes, Eureka, indeed. This bullet hole is the contradiction. What do you mean, sir? It's elementary. 2 shots were fired in this room. The first felled the victim, and the second felled this frame. Hey, that's right! However, this gun was only fired once. Hey, that's true too! Which means only one of these 2 bullets was fired from a different gun. Did the killer have another gun prepared for tonight? Another handgun, other than the victim's gun I found. Could there be another gun in play here? Probably. By the way, I noticed something, sir. Yes? What's that thing sticking out from behind the frame? Ah, that's a secret safe. A secret safe! Oh, I smell money! I'll spare you the trouble and just say it. Nothing like that. Nothing what you're imagining is inside. Now, if you kindly move this frame out of the way. Roger that! Talk about dusty. So that's what happens when I'm not here to dust it once in a while. I had no idea it was a safe. Here, I'll keep it clean for you, sir. So when did you put this thing in? When something got installed personally. The U.S. prosecutor's office has one. Really, I had no idea. Well, the prosecutor's supposed to have knowledge of their existence. So what's inside, Mr. Edgeworth? Right now, nothing. Only using the store especially report evidence in a trials in session. That's it! Talk about squashing my hopes and dreams. Secret safe data. Don't rest until I expect every suspicious looking cranny. And yeah, for not being dusted, it sure looks not dusty right here. Now this is odd. You want something, sir? This keypad, don't you find it to be a bit too clean? Yeah, there's a thick layer of dust around it, but not on the keypad itself. You there, the forensic scientist. Yes, sir. Could you please dust this area for fingerprints? You got it, sir. I couldn't find, let alone lift a single print. Looks like it was wiped down well. All the prints are wiped. That's inconvenient. As I thought. It appears that logic is the only way around this setback. Done rationally and calmly connect the dots to the information we have. Okay. Well, the killer's goal was the safe. I think that's safe to assume. Maybe. I might be jumping ahead a little here in the logic, but let's just see. Give it a shot. No, it was fine. I believe I figured out what the murderer is after. But what is it, sir? Well, the fact that the safe was wiped clean of fingerprints suggests the criminal had at least attempted to open my safe, making the culprit's motive for breaking and entering. Theft, I believe. Motive, theft, question mark. The culprit tried to open my safe. Was the killer's motive theft? Probably. I'm aware of knowing that the motive behind this break-in was theft. I can just put together a piece of information to tell me about this crime. As I struggled to not yawn through reading that, but it didn't work. Okay. Well, we could connect these two. Because he struggled for his gun, but if he had another gun, why would you bother? Maybe that's... Let's just see. See what happens. Nope. Ooh, ow. Okay, that's not... Maybe there's still something else I need to connect first. Are you guys done over here? Mr. Portsman, a word if I may. Jim, I swear I'll find your killer and bring him to justice. You wait and see. It'll be for both of us. Evan, you want to talk to me about something? No, that's alright. I feel like I'm interrupting their conversation. Okay. I guess... Theft and a struggle? Sure. Oh, alright. There's a possibility that the files splayed on the floor were not the result of a struggle between the victim and his killer. Oh, I see. Okay, never mind. Oh, you mean like it could be from when the killer tried to find something, sir? Precisely. Need to figure out if any of the files have been stolen. Yes, sir, I'm gonna shelve the files like I've never seen before, even our library. Sure, let's give that a try. Why do all the good ones always die young? So you must ponder that every once in a while, Mr. Edgeworth. No matter how much we lament, the dead will not come back to life. All I can do is search for the truth. And what are we supposed to do? How do we go back to finding the truth? First, we come to restore the files to the rightful place. You got it! Here, let me help. So this fire goes here, and that book goes here. You should know a lot about things ghosts, right? Being Mr. Edgeworth's office. That's because I'm the one that keeps it tidy, pal. Okay, done. I'm sure the murder was definitely committed here. The blood stains on the bookshelf are still fresh. Suspect the victim was killed in a standing position, hence the prints on the shelf. The guy fell onto the floor, right? The blood's kinda grossing me out. Detective, I don't have the time to deal with your weak stomach right now. Everybody know I'm no good with blood, sir. I'm certain there's something wrong with this picture. Yeah, I see it. If he was shot in the stomach, his hands are like right here, it would be like, the bullet hole would like be over here somewhere, but it's down here. That doesn't make sense. Unless he got real close and like angled the gun in a weird way where it went down here, but even so, it'd be like angled, not like straight in. But I'm gonna look around a little first. The victim's handprints. Mr. tried to support himself with his hands after being shot. There are prints on the floor too. Those must have been made when unable to stay standing and dropped to the floor. There's a bullet hole in the books. In the files, whatever. So this is where the bullet lodged sufferer went to the victim, huh? The bullets be lodged so squarely in a file spine. Indicates the files were ransacked after the shooting occurred. It's the victim moved because he was in the killer's way. Okay, I'll reduce for that. Yeah, it's a problem, because he was shot in the stomach. Eureka! There's clearly a contradiction with this bullet hole. What do you mean, sir? You don't see? Quite simply, the bullet hole itself is too low. The victim was shot in the stomach. The hole should be much higher up. What if they were shot while he was sitting or lying down, sir? That'd be illogical. The victim leaned against the shelf after being shot. It suggested he was standing when he was shot. Then that means... Wait, what does that mean, sir? It means you need to use your brain every once in a while instead of mind, detective. In any case, it means someone made a faulty assumption. It was from this mistake that our current contradiction was born. Faulty assumption that caused the problem was the order of the files. I believe the order of the files is a bit off. And I put them back in the wrong order just now. Hey, actually, I think the labels on the files are wrong, sir. Oh? Yeah, you see here are the files that were shut with the number 0. What are those doing all the way down there after 1, 2, and 3? That's really weird. Actually, the way they're organized now is the correct order. They're exactly as I see them in my mind's eye. But the numbers are all out of order. Those white pointers are special, so they read a little differently. But from this, we know the files were not in this order when the crime occurred. Aha, so that's it. I believe the killer made the same incorrect summon as you just did, Detective. Let's rearrange the files in numerical order, see what we find out. You think it's okay to prop up the body back to how it was before it was moved? I finished especially in the crime scene, so I don't see why it wouldn't be. If you please, Detective Gumshoe. As I suspected, the bullet hole is now where it should logically be. The killer went through my files first before shooting Mr. Faith. Then put the files back in numerical order, I guess. Exactly. And seemed to shoot the victim. But what if someone kill a man and then look through your files one more time? Pleasure link indeed. The files were thrown in disarray twice, once before and once after the crime. But why? Another crime scene as was at the time of the murder. Time to get another look. Oh, hey! Look at that! What's that? What does that say? I don't know. We'll investigate that further next time. So, until then, have a good one.